Hello, today I'm going to talk a bit about using new technologies in the classroom and how it can look for the future of education. A little bit about me. My name is William Hatcher, and I've been teaching for over 15 years now. I'm a Montessori certified teacher with most of my work in the elementary aged students. I've always strived to have hands-on learning and provide memorable experiences for all my students. Now here's the dilemma. Montessori itself is a pretty traditional form of education and sometimes can be seen as a bit antiquated. I still firmly believe that it has very strong roots and all the lesson materials are really great. Furthermore, most of them have some sort of hands-on or concrete representation for a variety of topics. This includes math, geography, and science. And overall, it has a low tech integration, but during my time in this program, I've started to think more and more about this question. What are some different ways that we could begin to modernize it? Now, I had a lot of fun researching these topics for this module, and some of my honorable mentions, and could be integrated later on, would be iJack, making art come alive, these really great physics-based puzzles from Gadgeteer, and I really liked these Mel Science kits. But for this one, I chose to focus on the Merge headsets and Cube. These tools together will provide students with a VR or AR experience on many different science topics. And you'll see in a little bit how they can interact and visually see some of these. So here's some of my reasoning. Many of the lessons that we teach have powerful and impressionistic stories that are attached to them. For example, in this picture, I'm telling the class one of the great Montessori lessons, the creation of the universe. So while telling the story, I have physical representations of things for very complex concepts. And what's great about this is students listen to the story every year in their 3-year cycle, and it's interesting to see what things they pick up on each year or know more because of the follow-up lessons that they do in the classroom. Now you can see that we use a lot of visual aids and representations of what's happening. And below you can see that there's a whole set of little mini experiments that I show various concepts. For this one, I have states of matter. I melt some crayons on the hot plate and you boil some milk so that there's a crust on the top. And there's a lot more that we could go into. So a little bit about the headsets. The Merge headsets are durable and they work both with Android and Apple phones. There also is a iPad app, but what they basically do, they're able to show students models of planets, animals, states of matter, and many other topics. And these models can work without the headset, so they could work with an iPad. I kind of see this as enhancing the curriculum, kind of an extension of their studies where we can blend the two together, the hands-on along with the technology. So you can see we can have the students do the traditional work of exploratory reading, card materials, and simple hands-on demonstration, but then they're able to use the AR to dive a bit deeper or more specifically into the topic. Here's another example of how I could see myself using this in the classroom, the body functions of vertebrates. So this is one big part of the study. They learn to identify the parts and understand how the function is different in each class of animals. They do this first through a series of cards, learning to sort and synthesize information. And it's mostly card or paper-based, but sometimes we have physical models. With the Merge headset, though, they could look inside the model of the frog and get like a better sense of scale, size, and position of some of the key organs. You can see plate tectonics, molecules, pollination, and biospheres. All of these topics shows up at points in the curriculum, which makes this even more pertinent to adding it to the classroom. In conclusion, I think this would be a really good place to start with some form of tech integration in the Montessori classroom. I think it does a great job in providing students with an extension for many different kinds of topics that they will be finding in their classroom. I think that we have work periods and they allow students for independently interact with a lot of these materials. So there would be no need for a full class set for, let's say, like a specific lesson. They could kind of interact as they feel. So I think it would be a good place to start. If you have any other questions or comments, feel free to reach out. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye.